Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first video that I'm filming since coming back from Italy, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit devastated. Like, I love being home, but at the same time I just miss it so much. I would have stayed another month or forever. We're gonna talk about it on this video, but now that I'm back, I had a few packages that I wanted to show you. We have some PR. I also want to talk about the things that I loved while I was in Italy. Basically the things that I reached out for the most, new things that I found that I really love. So we're not really fully unpacked yet, but there's a few things that I already brought out of my luggage. You're gonna be watching this before I finish posting all of my Italy videos. The thing is that I have over 40-50 hours of video because we filmed so many vlogs and a lot, and I still need to get through it. So yeah, definitely came back to a lot of unpacking, cleaning, laundry, and a lot of editing to do, but I definitely wanted to film June favorites on basically everything that I really loved during the month. And there's a couple of things that I'm not going to include here that I'm going to put next month for sure. So of course I'm gonna start with the things that I just bought in like Tuscany, Lazio, Umbria while we were like going from town to town. And the thing is that I am redoing my office. One of the reasons why I'm redoing my office is because while we were there, I realized that I just wanted a better space to work at, because I really like my office. However, I spend so much time on my day editing and just sitting in front of a screen that I wanted a place that I could multi-use for things that also meant relaxing. While we were in Italy, I was mainly editing and working from the garden with a pillow under a tree with the sun, which is really nice. So basically I am getting a new sofa, then I am changing the covers of the other sofa that I had. I am gonna move my desk, and I think I'm gonna get another piece of art. So I wanted to get a couple of things to like decorate my office that reminded me of the trip, and this is one of the things that I decided to get. I hope that the camera shows it clearly, but it is basically a ceramic pink Tuscan door. There was like this little store in Pitigliano and they handmade this, and they have them in different colors, and I just had to get the pink one. I want this for my bookshelf. I wanted to get more things, but everything that I liked was breakable during the trip back, and we already went overpacked with 2 dogs, months worth of clothing, and a lot of things. It was a little bit of a lot, but this I'm gonna put on my bookshelf, and yeah, it's just really cute find. Now I also found a lot of antique stores. I got other antique things that are still in one of the luggages that I need to unpack. I was able to find like candle holders and a stunning mirror, so I will show you guys that eventually, but this ones I unpacked as soon as I arrived because I've been using them. So this one that I initially thought that I was gonna use as a pillbox, I found it in Siena, and this is actually gold plating. It was like, I don't remember, but around 15 euros, and it is this little beautiful box that I actually put in my desk, and here is where I'm storing my SD cards that I keep losing them, and it has like this beautiful flowers. It's just stunning. And then I also found this one that is basically drawers. This one was like 18 euros and it's also ceramic, and it has like this little drawers, and inside you can see like flowers. This one, I have it on my bedside table and I use it for jewelry at the moment, but I think maybe I can even use it for like pills. I don't know, maybe for my weekly vitamins or something like that, but it is just so intricate. Like, I think I may have a problem because since Italy I've been so focused on going back into finding like vintage things and thrifting. So I already have a new like bedside table that I want for my record player, and I got a set of lamps. So we're redoing the office basically. Now also in one of the towns I found the cutest bookshop. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to finish editing that vlog before I post this because this is going to take me way less time to edit, but I got 2 books. This one was just because basically the owner of the bookshop convinced me. I found it so like amazing and funny how, as a Spanish speaker, I can half understand Italian quite well, and I also think my Italian improved a lot throughout the month. But I asked about the book recommendations because I finished the books that I was reading. I will talk about the books that I was reading in Italy, but I asked what's your favorite book in the entire bookstore, and he said this one that is actually in Italian, but it's from Alice in Wonderland, and I just wanted to show you because it is a pop-up book, and he told me that it was illustrated by an Italian artist. So basically this is the favorite book at this little small Italian bookshop. So basically I wanted to flip the pages with you guys. This, you also have like even more. I really love these types of books because I feel like I can always keep them for my kids in the future. I have so many antique books too. This one I think is my favorite, besides second favorite. I'll show you my favorite, but this is Alice in the House, and this one I have not opened. Literally it has so many things that I have not realized. This one I don't really like that much. I'm not certain which scene is this, but I think this is the Queen. Then we have the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. So cute. Oh, this is also one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It is a lot of fun. And this one is my favorite because I just feel like it's so intricate and all of the cards and everything. I'm thinking actually about putting this book on my bookshelf like this, just open with the cards like this. But I am kind of running out of space, and I also don't have space for another bookshelf in my office. So it's becoming quite of a problem. And also I got One Summer in Tuscany, and basically they had a very small section of English books. They didn't have anything in Spanish, and they were all like the typical books that you read when you go to Italy for the summer. So I asked which one is worth reading, and he recommended it. I have not started it because I am finally finishing the Caraval series. So basically what I've been reading for the month, and I didn't really bring the book, I forgot, and I left them in my office. But of course Emma, it is just a classic. I will always recommend it. It's my favorite book from Jane Austen. That one I read it when we were in France, and in Italy I started reading Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Oh my god, what a beautiful magical whimsy book. Like, I cannot recommend it enough. I started the first one, and like the first, I would say 100 pages were like, maybe I'm getting into it. I kind of already knew a little bit of the backstory because I did read Caraval and half of Legendary. So you kind of need to read Caraval before you read Once Upon a Broken Heart. But the book was amazing. Like, one of my favorites that I've read in the entire year. So I cannot recommend it enough. I absolutely loved it. So because I kind of left Caraval after finishing Once Upon a Broken Heart, I decided to finish reading Caraval. So now I am halfway through the last one, and I can say that it does pick up. It's just the second book that is not as good as the first one, but the third one does pick up really fast. Now, as for the bag of the month, to no one's surprise, it's going to be my Birkin 25 in the color Peppermint. Now, I had been wanting a green and also blue Birkin for a really long time. I was between Blue Room and Verticat, and I ended with Peppermint, which is kind of like an in-between. Maybe later on I'm gonna share the color difference between this and Verticat, but they're completely different. And the bag is in Swift with Palladium hardware. I got it from Berlux. My most used bag of the entire month. Like, I am so proud of myself because usually when I get a brand new bag, especially a bag in Swift, I am so careful and a little bit scared to start using it because it is quite of a delicate leather. But being there, I was like, you know what, this is one of the bags that I brought and we're just gonna use it. So I would bring it to the towns with me. It fits full-size books. Like, the Birkin 25 is the perfect size for me. So I would basically go to towns and we would sit in cafes, and I would just bring my books, my camera, and everything that I needed, and we would sit and just have like a glass of wine and read. I really do miss it so much. I love the color. I think it was the best decision ever to go for this color instead of Verticat. Don't get me wrong, I still really like Verticat and I would still get it, but once I saw this one available, I just was a little bit impulsive. I have seen this color in a few pictures on Instagram before, but I didn't know the name of the color, and once I saw it on Berlux, it is so pretty. So I think this is going to be very much the bag of the summer. Now, going into clothing, I did get so many questions about the black pair of rubber boots that I've been wearing a lot on my videos. Those are actually from Decathlon. They're like 20 euros, and actually they were a gift from my friend Estella. She's the only friend that I have that has the same size as me, and while we were in Provence, I asked her if she could lend me a pair of rubber boots because I knew that going to the countryside it was going to rain a lot and we were gonna get dirty, and I just did not want to take like my nice pair of boots to the countryside. And she told me that she had a couple of pairs, and they're actually riding boots, and I think I use them almost every single day at some point of the day, because every day during the mornings, of course the grass is a little bit wet. I got so many questions. They're just from Decathlon. If I can find them, I'm gonna link them. And clothing wise, I do have a couple of favorites from fabrique. So I did get a couple of sets before we left. Then I saw they released the pink version of the one that I have in lilac. And this one is a Lilian blouse, and it comes with a pair of shorts. You can buy just the shorts or you can buy the set. Apologies, but since we've been back, Oli has been extra needy. I feel like those are the ones that are kind of like feeling the change the most. But we're gonna take them to my grandparents' house soon, hopefully. So basically the set is very similar to the lilac one that I had, and I just liked it so much. First of all, because it is so fresh, and also it's so pretty. Like, you always just look very put together when you're wearing them. It is designed by Federico de Palois, and really love his designs. I also got this stunning dress. It's called the Sophia capelet dress. It has this lace embroidery, and it has like kind of like a cape in this buttermilk color, and it's a silk blend with crinkle georgette. It's designed by Ashley Romas, and I would say that it's my favorite of the three. She also has this top in light blue that I am actually planning to order. I'm gonna have to add a picture of that one, but really planning on ordering it, because when it comes to fabric pieces, once they sell out, they don't really bring the styles back, and that top is 100% my style. Now, I wanted a really pretty summer dress, but like a blue hot day, going to the beach, summer type of thing, and this one is called the Sierra Cami dress. I love the fact that it has a smoke bodice and a tired ruffled trim. It is just a very usable piece, so I know that I'm gonna just gravitate towards it a lot throughout the summer. I do have a couple of fabric pieces on my wish list before the summer ends that I'm gonna show you right here, but also would definitely highly recommend to check their new bags. They have a summer bag that seems to be quite perfect, so I always keep browsing to see what their new arrivals are. Now, I did get some PR, and I got some things from Dior, and when I opened this and I saw what was inside, I literally could not believe it, because you guys know that I love a lipstick, that it's the Clinique Black Honey, and I had been saying for the longest time that I wanted something that was a little bit more moisturizing. Well, that's basically what Dior did, and I could not recommend it enough. So these are the Dior lip gloss, that's the name. I got them in the shade Took My Dior, Adorable, and Rose Charm. I'll tell you which one is my favorite, but this one has like this rosy pink color that I really love. So basically these are like very buttery, very moisturizing, because I love lipstick, but I hate like matte and drying things on my lips because they dry up so fast and it doesn't look good. And this one's, this is the one. So it's in the shade Took My Dior, for anyone that really likes the Black Honey. This is the shade, and it's the one that I'm wearing right now. And you can also wear it as blush, as anything that you want. Everything is kind of like multi-use. And then we have the last shade, which is Adorable, and it's a little bit similar to the first one, but a little bit more in the rosy side. Now this, amazing. These are basically, they're called Glassy Glow sticks, and I've used this one a lot, which is the pink one. I hope that the camera is catching them, but these are like highlighters, but you can use them also as eyeshadow, which I've been doing, and you can also use them on the lips. And I got them in the color Glazed Pink, which is my favorite. Then if you want something a little bit more neutral, you can do the Glazed Bubble, which is like a little bit more nude, but still is like very shimmery. I'm gonna try one on because I didn't put it on purpose to show you guys. And then there's this minty one for dinners and like nights out. This looks amazing. I never thought that I was going to like a mint green highlighter, but this is amazing. And I just love Dior packaging so much, but also how moisturizing usually the products are. I don't know if it's showing, but you can definitely see it in person and really love them, especially as eyeshadow, because I'm not an eyeshadow person, and you put this and it just adds a little bit of glimmer. And they also released a new mist. This is the Dior Backstage Air Flash Mist. It's a 24-hour makeup hydrating setting spray and it smells amazing. But yeah, anything Dior Beauty, I'm always such a big fan. Another thing that I've been loving that I think it's a bit silly, it is this like projector. I don't know the brand because Polo gave this to me as a gift, but I've been wanting like a stars projector for the longest time. So at night when I'm like reading or something, you put it and it reflects onto the ceiling. I'm gonna show you a couple of clips and you can interchange the, I don't know the name of these things, guys, but as an adult, I know that it's silly, but also I've really been enjoying it. I don't know. And I think during winter I'm gonna love this because it gets dark at 5, so you can just add something like extra to your house. And sometimes when you're working and you have, of course, lights on and everything, but this is just like a little bit more fun and you can add different galaxies and things. And there's a kids version, but I just got the one that has like the moon and the stars. It is honestly really cute. I don't know how Ollie doesn't get hot literally on the sofa on top of me all day every day. Now as for hair products, I just restocked on Arke, and this one is something that I really wanted to recommend. This is from their hydrating line, which is probably my favorite after the repair line, but Arke basically does everything locally. Their products are amazing, but as someone that goes a lot to the beach and that I'm planning to go a lot to the beach, this mist, it is the Hydra Hair Solar Mist. Basically, it brings you solar protection, so your hair is protected when you're on the sun and when you get into the water. And you basically shake it, you spray it on your hair. And this is the purifying shampoo, which is also great to have because the water here in Barcelona has a lot of things that end up adding on. And having a purifying shampoo is always really good. I try to use this one either once a week or at least every 2 weeks. The scent of the month is going to have to be Chantilly by Gritti, and this is basically like a lemon pie. It's like really sweet but floral and citric at the same time. This one is one of the hardest ones that I can describe, but I really love it because it is sweet but not too sweet, and it is actually an Italian brand. I've been meaning to order the vanilla one because it also smells amazing, but this one, if you're someone that really loves sweet scents but you want something that is still elegant, then I would definitely go with this one. And last but not least, the jewelry of the month. Basically, these are the only earrings that I've been using. They are from Idol. I'm gonna put the names, and of course I'm gonna be linking them on the description box down below. And also I've been getting so many questions about this necklace. This is from Spiritual Glass. It's their Omega necklace. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I think I want to get like even more pendants to like interchange them. I think like adding an aquamarine one or a pink sapphire, things like that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't take this one off and I love it. I'm also going to be linking it on the description box down below. So these were June's favorites. If you guys have any questions about any of the pieces, please let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be taking the dogs for a walk because today is a little bit fresher than usual. It's been quite hot here in Barcelona, but I just hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you 2 videos right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you and see you on the next one. Bye.